Good afternoon, students. In today's class, we will see an automation testing tool, which is a load runner. So here, while we processing or while we creating a product or while we designing an app, we will specify its features that what it is used for. The first representation for what it has been designed, and the other thing here is what are the things it is being used for, means what are the environments it is being used for developing, and how far we can use that app. Not only an app or any website, you can specify a software product. So here, while developing a product, we can't blindly say that this product or this app or the website will access or will make us access or will make us use continuously. That is a 365 days, 24/7. Before specifying that thing, we need to check that representations, what it is been developing in that one. So here, if it is being specifying that we can access up to 100 users, means the website what we are designed will allow you to access 100 users or n number of users at a time. If it is specifying 100 means, then there is a thing that it should be not exceeded 100 here. And when we are specifying multiple users, multiple user usages or the accessing has been allowed. Multiple accessing allowed means we can't say this multiple means it's a twice or thrice or quadruple or many. So here what happens, an app will be, means that product what we are designing will be used by many people at once, and they are using the database and they are processing the same app representation here. Just to declare or to justify their representations what has been given by them, what has to do is they need to perform the testing on that one. Not only the testing means giving input and gathering the output for that one, and you are seeing that if the input what we are giving is specifying the correct output or not. Not only these are involved in this testing, we need to check the load of that processing. Load means how far the performance what we are using will depends upon the users. Whenever we are accessing an app or any website, if it is being accessing by the single person, it will be responded very fastly. If the many people are adding to the server and they are accessing that one, what happens here, the performance is level by level it is degrading means it is not performing in a that is a worst way. In the best way only it is performing, but here the thing is it not being allowed to respond to that person in a quick way. So here all these things what you are doing will has to be checked when we are releasing this product into the. So here we are having the load testing, stress testing, performance testing. Many testing means will be included to take these specifications has been achieved or the features has been achieved or not. By specifying these load testing, we may take this many users are parallelly using or parallelly accessing the software or a software product what we are providing here. So that type of the load testings or the load performances will be read by the testing tool, which is a load runner and which has been developed from the Micro Focus, and this symbol is a symbol for the load runner. Okay, now what is this load will be performing? What it will do here is, so as I said, many people or means thousands or you may see not only thousands, multiple users are concurrently accessing the application software. So here what we have to do, if I am reading or if I am accessing the data from one person, what I have to do, I need to assign a person to look after that thing. So to look after that thing here, how they will be specifying here is, we may take a chart representation or the bar representation also, which includes the downtime of the server. So what is the active time, what is the downtime, and how far it is being specified in the downtime. All these things has to consider. So if I am assigning each and every person to that accessing or the for 100% performance level, I am assigning one person. What happens here is, I need to assign as many as people to know about the performances of their accessing through this application software what we are having. And it is not possible assigning as many as people to just know about the, or just to access the performance sheet or the performance representation is not a that is a supportable one. What it has to do, we need to take a automated tool which has to read the work done by the users, and this work has to be recorded by that one, and we need to analyze this one later, not now. Later we need to analyze, and we are analyzing this one, not all the factors. As I said, in this application or the software or any app, we may have many features, or we may have the many options to be used, but there could be some key points only which is being highlighting, or the which is being used for the that is which specifies the importance of that application. So no need to stress out, or the no need to concentrate on the remaining elements here. We need to concentrate on the key components of the application. If the user is accessing that application's key points or the key components, is there any performance degrade has been recorded, or is their performance degraded has been found when they are accessing, has to be analyzed. So this testing tool will help you to know about this load testing or the load runner. And how it is going to perform this one here is, it should be done by the simulation of the user activity. The user activity has to be maintained. Means what you are doing, for example, consider this is the screen. In this screen, we are having some data and we are reading that one. And in this representation, there is no any component. I can't perform any actions is that processing. So here we need to record each and every point in that one. Each and every point here is, if you see, I'm moving this cursor. I'm moving this cursor here. So this cursor movement also has to be recorded. That which has been moved to left or right, or it has been taking as an idle one. And also, if any key is pressing there, if I am pressing any key, I'm entering any data, or if I am means clicking on any button or any link, all the actions, what the thing here is, all the actions has to be recorded, and these interactions what we are being done will be done by these messages and these responses here. Means these things what you are doing will be stored in that one. For example, if you are I am moving to this left side, what happens here, the mouse activity which is the left side has to be initiated, and this has to be sent to this load runner. All the values what we have been done in this on this window has to be recorded here. After processing this one, what happens here is, it will be taking into an account that this script will be saved, and we need to look after that what are the actions we have been performed in that one. Okay, and we need to analyze what we are specifying here. So not only the representations what we are using means what are the key points it is been providing, all these things, not only that one, each and everything what you are performing on the screen has to be read, and you need to record that script. How it is going to record that script means, it is being taken into an account that when you are running this automation tool, it will be recording the each and every activity done by us. And there is an example also, but it is not the load runner. This is for the another testing tool. I will show you after some time here. So this will specify in that example, you will see that whatever the actions you have been performed there, means if you are clicking on that one, if you have been closing that one, and you are moving that cursor, or any type of the action performed on that window only, not the on that window which is active, means not the beside or anything. If it is a beside window, means you are having another tab, so it won't be recorded here. Why? Because the URL what we are providing, HTTP will be there now. The HTTP will be provided to that runner, and what happens here, we need to simulate the actions of this activity from that tab only, means from that window only, okay, or from that tab. If you are going to the next tab, it won't allow you to access or the record this one, because it is not been designated recording that one. Means you need to specify from where you have to be processed that request. And coming to the means how we are going to use this load runner here. This load runner will be supported by the RIA, that is rich internet application web 2.4, and these are the supporting one, that is HTTP, HTML, AJAX, Flex, Silverlight, all these things are supporting one. And these are the tools. The tool will be supported by this environment here. And not only this one, we have the HP load runner tool also, which is been using for the processing. And why we need this tool? Why we are considering the load runner tool here? So here the application what we are means designing software product, whatever it is. So why we are designing that product, means to provide the service to the user, whatever it is, whatever the product you are taking, for what you are designing, it is the reason or the answer will be to provide the service to the user. What type of the application you have been chosen, it will provide that type of the services here. Okay. If you are considering, means if you are trying to get the apps from the Google Play Store there, when you are typing a means any application supportive one, you may have the hundreds or the thousands of apps there, which are having the same features. I'm not saying about the performances, same features, or same some may have the different features, others may means differ in some features there. Mostly they have the equal behavior. Simultaneous means similar behavior we will consider. But any representation what we are using, means any app what we are using, will only be clicked or will only be successful in the market when its performance is high. High means here we have the accessibility to that app. It allows you to access the app without any fail. Means it has to take the request from you and has to be processed within the time only, not means more than the time. If that more than the time also, what we are doing, we won't stay in that app also. What we have to do, we will clear that app whenever what it is doing, you are reopening that app here. Whenever if you take any paying app or any that is messaging or any app, what we are doing, what happens here is sometimes it will be crashed. Why it is crashed here is not all the time it is been crashing now. Sometimes it is crashing, means they will have the maintenance, means they will inform us that is a maintenance will be there. Try to not use the app here. What happens here? Whenever the gateways are busy, payments means you are providing the gateways there. Whenever the gateways are busy, all the users are trying to access that app or that one. What happens here? It allows you sometimes, means if the network connection, all these things are good, it allows you to access that application, that is a app, and then you need to choose what the service will be means provided. It means what type of the payment you need to do there. Means you are booking the tickets or anything, any type of that one, you need to specify that one. While clicking that thing, what happens here? It needs to be open in the fraction of seconds here, and it is not opening, means it is being developed in a correct manner only. Why it is not opening here is the service what we are being, the server what we are using is in a downtime there. Okay, that is the one. And whenever we are the best known example here is whenever you want to register for some applications, or the means you want to fill up some that is any data here, when it is a last date, when it is a last date or the before last date, what happens here, the people will storm into that one. So what happens here, it won't access the data, or it won't access these database servers you are having. It won't allow you to access. Why it is not allowing to access means basically the performance level of that one is a load has to be up to this one. The server will allow you to take the request from only certain number of users only at a time. And they have been people flooding into that like a storm. Means what happens here, it is being considered as a the server down here, and you are trying to access that one, it won't be, means sometimes the web page is not opening. You may have been gone through this one also. Why it is not opening here is lots of users what they are doing, they have been using at the same time similar behavior here being exhibited. All they are using the same website to be getting to that one. Okay, there what happens here, the performance has been tested. If the on this one we can't say that that application or the website what you are doing, it's not the is not working, or is it's not being good design one. So at that particular amount of the time, or at that on that day, it is not been taking the load, that is the load testing has to be done here. So many users has been using that one, the performance of that one be means has been degraded. If you see here, the example of that one is when we are using the web page. So when we are clicking on that one, means for example, if you are clicking on the Google, the search box, means you entered some data and you are clicking on that one, what happens here, within the seconds only it is opening. If you see there, it is been displaying that what is the time it has been taken to response also, it will be displayed. So here what you have to do, it has to be, you need to specify a constraint to that one. What is the amount of the time to respond? To respond, what is the amount of the time here is taken, it is a within 8 seconds. Within the 8 seconds, it has to be respond. It means it has to display that web page, or it has to be give you answer for what we have been requested. So here, if we are specifying that these opening has been not been done, what happens here is we need to take this, the performance has been means we are the downtime is being done. Downtime means at this particular amount of the time we are not able to access the this one, means however we are providing these one in the virtual environment. Who are the users they are using this type of behavior, means this type of performance processing here is V users. V users means virtual users here. The virtual users has to be considered to be used. So whenever we are dealing with this software environment, we are having the virtualization is a concept there. The virtualization concept means there is no need to install all the things into our system. It allows you to take the advantage of the accessing the apps or accessing the environment which is not present in our system by installing the virtual boxes. V boxes are there. So this V boxes or the V users what will do, means this is one type of example. V users what will do, they will allow our system to access and to maintain. Means if you want to write a program in one programming language which is not with you, what it has to do, in the cloud we are in the virtual box we are providing one environment, or some take the example, you are having the Windows and you need to write the Ubuntu or the Linux based environment. You can't install these and you can't switch these from one environment to another environment. What happens? You need to go for the virtualization there. So in this virtualization, what it is to this V users will allow you to access the server and to provide these environment, you can use the database, or you can use any application, or some that is you can use any interface for accessing. Many advantages will be provided there. So whenever many people are being accessing this type of the servers or at the same time, it will be won't access the processing here. What happens there? It will means what it represents is the response time will be high here, not less. So whenever you are clicking on something, it won't be open means as early here. So what happens there? This type of the representations will allow you to take the performance downtime here. Some of the examples is the which is the online banking, which is considered as the Bank of America, Amazon web services, and also not only this one, any app what you are providing for the accessing, it will be many people are floating on that one at the same time. It will be considered as a downtime representation. And what is the architecture of the load runner? Architecture means what are the key points we need to consider when we are dealing with this load runner. So here in this representation, we are using 5 such key components in the load runner. The first one is the load generator. Load generator here is, we need to specify, means for example, I am saying that this application is having the ability to access as many as people. As many as people has been said by me. So if I am saying like that, as many as people means I need to represent whether it is allowing what is the count of that one. I need to represent the count here. If it is not done, what happens here is I don't know how many users has to be added for the load testing. So if I am going for the load testing, if they are specifying that it can able to access 100 people. 100 people means 100 users can be user means 100 users can interact with the server, and they're been allowed to access this server like that. If I am representing means they have to take this maximum test into an account. Maximum means 100 or greater than 100. 100 or greater than 100 we need to test. Simply we are specifying that it is being taken that the load has been tested. It's not that one. Load has been tested means if the person, how many persons are there? 100. What happens here? No need to take the less than 100 value, or no need to take the half of that one. So what you have to provide, whenever it is having the high load, what is the behavior of the system? We need to know. We need to know that thing. So here we need to generate the load against the application, not with the application. Testing means to prove that it will have the bugs or it will have the extreme points to be not to be executed here. So that's why what you have to do, we need to take the load against the application, not with the application. And we are using the generators here for adding or for providing the load against the application. And the user generators will be VUGen. That is virtual user generators. Virtually users will connect to that app, and we need to create the test scripts for each and every person. Seema, 100 people will be connected for each and every 100 one. Each and every people will have the own test script here. In this test script, what it is doing, it is been recording all the data, means all the work done by them on that system, on that application at that particular amount of the time. And then next one is analysis. Analysis has to be done by assembling all the logs. Means I took 100 people there. So 100 people means 100 logs will be there. Means 100 login informations will be there. And we need to take all these informations, all this info from that one, and we need to assemble them. I mean, I need to take these things, merge up, and I need to create a report to which are been specified that it has been degraded or it has a downtime or not. I need to say that based on the resultant of that merged data. So the first one is creating the or generating the load again as the application, and the second one here is I need to create or I need to generate the scripts for each and every user here. So virtual users will have the scripts here. All these scripts what we are having at last, not now, at last means if the work is done by each and every person, or all the means some may quit at the same time, some may not quit at the same time. After a particular amount of the time, we need to assemble all these logarithm logs, means what are the information scripts what we have got from this 100 people, and I need to form a report on that one. And to get this resultant here, means I need to specify whether it is a what is the behavior, means how it is being specified, I need to provide that one. And also we need to get the agent process here. Agent process here is, if I am taking this 100 users, means these 100 users are virtual users. Virtual users means they may in same country, they may in the same continent, or they may in the different countries or the different continents, or the same somewhere. We can't say that they belongs to the same place. So here we need to gather the reports. To gather the reports, we need to take these things to be processed between the one place to the another place here. So we are maintaining a controller for these load generating instances for that particular user or for that particular area. And what are the controllers we are having? Controllers will do here is, it will control the accessing of that application and launches that application, and also it has to generate the load in a appropriate sequence, that is instances here. And we can specify that I said script has been used here. Script has been used means how far they can use, how far they were being provided. All these things has to be monitored by the controller. And this controller work and then load generator work, what they are doing will be managed or the monitored by the agent processes. So here we need to create a load, which is again as the application, and we need to generate the scripts for that virtual users here, and we need to use the controller here. This controller, what they are doing, they have been having monitoring of the complete representations here, and these controllers what we are using along with the load generators will be looked after by the agent process. By finishing all these things within the time, we need to provide a report here. This report will be generated by the assembler. The assembler who are using here will be taken into an account that for processing. Okay. And coming to the architecture, Vusion means virtual user generator. It is been connected to this. The controller will access the information from this users, and they will be sent to the analyzing. And also it has to access the information from this load generator also. From where I will get the data from this load generator, how many are connected, how many are specified. It is application server, web server, and then database server. Multiples will be there. So this application server has been connected to the database and the web server. It will access the data, it will process the data. From this application server, I am getting the data of that loads which has been, means the users who are connected to that one, and also the performance of the users will be taken for that controller. And last, we need to analyze that one, and we will specify that it is been used or not. So here, this work, see Hima, how many people are connected? Multiple, around the world, multiple people are connected, which are being taken, the applications which are under test. How is going to process here? This the first step here is the controller is a basic one. The controller we are being used as a, it needs to load the test which has to be means which one has to be tested, which has to be skipped. This will be divided by the controller. And next one, the users we are been taking these transactions to be done, or these processing to be done, will be processing one, means any traffic may has been occurred or any delaying has been occurred, it should be monitored and it should be stored in this space here. This space will be taken from all the, not only one person, from around the world, it will be taken into that one. And we need to take these things to be delivered to the controller. This controller will make a report and it will be taken into an account of analyzation which has been specified. Means whoever accessing the database here, how far it is been accessing, what is the problem we are getting to access that one, how many times it has been considered as a downtime. All these things has to be specified. So how we are going to run this testing process here is, we need to plan the load here. So means what the thing we need to do has to be planned here. Means how many users are there, what are the processes thing they have been doing, and what is the response time to be required to open this processes. All these things has to be planned eventually at the initiation. And coming to the next one is generating these scripts here. So we need to create the script for each and every user, and we need to make that into an automated script. And what is the scenario here is, we need, as I said, the load has to be tested by the controller. So the controller will set up the test here in the environment, and this test will be run there, and this run what you have been will be analyzed by that one. So how we are going to analyze means using the graph representations or the reports. If it is been downtime, what it has been, by using this graphical representation, we will see how far it is not been considered here. So here the development of these means the scripts has been developed now. How we are going to develop the scripts here is, first we need to record the script here. First the step is recording the script now. You need to click on the record the script here, and we need to take these things to be recorded or not, we need to see. So here, once it is been recorded, we need to take this, what the work has been done by that one, and if any changes has been made, we can read that one. At the downtime has been occurred, at which point has been the server has been down, we need to improve at that point, not all the script here. And next one, if any downtime is there, what you have the found, we need to enhance the script. So once it has been enhanced, where we need to enhancement has to be done, there I need to add the checkpoints to that one, and I need to validate the data which is present at the checkpoints, and these transactions to be added to check whether it is improved or not. I need to see when whether it is improved or not. So here likewise at the earlier, after recording the script, I have been replayed and verifying that one. Again I am replaying the script and verify the work what have been done has been good or not, means everything is been covered or not, we need to specify here. And coming to this representation, that is after verifying, we need to configure these runtime settings into that one. So here in this representation, what we are using, the time variation that is providing the proxy settings will be there now. So we need to ignore all the external resources we are having if there is not, and any load scenarios are there, if we need to represent, we will be added in that processing. That's about today's class, ma. Let me show you. Means I have said that it's not wait, ma. See here, this is the one Google page. Let me copy this thing. If you see here, this is an add-on, that is a Selenium IDE. Just click on that thing. Are you able to see, ma? Just answer in the chat box. So welcome to the Selenium IDE. Create a new project. I'm giving it as a name 1. For what I need to record, I need to provide the application address here or URL here. Okay, so that is the first one. What is the first step here? I need to start the recording. Or if you say, Means here it is recording in that. If you see here, it is recording. So I am clicking on this thing. I am clicking on the basic thing. So when I am, see here, when I am performed the opening of that one, means when I am recording this thing, what happens here? It opened. Are you able to see? It is opening that one, and the size of the window is this one. It's not the maximum size. It is been opened in the minimum size. And what is the size of that one is been specified. And here I performed the 3 clicking operations on that thing. 3 clicking operations. These 3 clicking operations has been recorded. Okay. And also if you see, I typed one representation here, which is software. So now we need to consider whether we are able to see that one or not. See this one. What I have done, I took the clicking on that name, means to enter into that one, I have to click on the search box now. So I clicked on that one and I am typing one, that is software, and I enter, means I press the enter button. So what is the action here? The send key. It has to send the key, which is the key enter, and I clicked on that that window there. Likewise only, it will be allow you to record all these actions here. If you try to remember, means in the load runner also, it will try to remember action, means try to access all this information. If you are giving your username and password, Gmail entrance, or a Facebook or anything, it will record all this information also. Okay, if you want to try, just add on the Selenium IDE onto your Firefox, that is Firefox or Google Chrome, anything. It will allow you to record each and everything, and it will be useful for further purpose. Okay, thank you.